sequence. 3. Oh. Hello. Hello, if you're just joining us. Hopefully we've gone live now. Welcome to the Rec Room's comedy night live stream straight into your living room. My name is Andrew White. I'm your host and compere for this evening. So welcome to the live stream. Hopefully we're all ready to go. So the way tonight's going to work, I'm going to be chatting to you. We can talk on YouTube comments and Facebook comments. I'll have them up here so we can kind of communicate. We'll have a bit of banter. You know, the old classic, what do you do, where you're from? It'll just be very kind of delayed and I'll have to read all your comments. But that's the new world we're living in. We have to adapt and survive. But welcome to Rec Room's live stream comedy night. We have 3 acts tonight. We have the wonderful David Ward opening, the wonderful Fernanda in the middle, and our fantastic closer, Nathan Caton, as seen on Live at the Apollo, Mock the Week, and all those types of shows. And now he's live in your living room. Exciting times. So yes, as I was saying earlier, you can chat to me on YouTube and we can have a bit of back and forth. I'll tell you a bit about myself. My name is Andrew. I'm 20 years old. I'm currently recording in my mum's conservatory. Well, I suppose it's my dad's as well. I don't know if you do that when you just kind of assign the house to a single parent, but it is jointly theirs. But it's my mum's conservatory. I'll turn the light on at some point as well because it's slowly getting darker and colder as well. This is an oversight. I should have picked somewhere better to record the live stream and talk to you all. Hello Sue and Toby, Kieran and Chessie, who are all in the YouTube comments. I hope you're all keeping well in these strange times. The conservatory, if you're wondering, is in Alderholt, which is a little village just outside of Salisbury. If you don't know Salisbury, I would describe it as the world's poshest shithole, basically. Right, we've got crack dens and whorehouses, but they're all Grade 2 listed. That's the kind of vibe that Salisbury's got. It's a nice place, but yeah, it's not very exciting. I mean, nowhere's exciting at the moment. I find it weird that I was just saying the other day, normally I'm travelling all over the country doing all this comedy stuff, and now I'm stuck in my conservatory. But it's nice. It's nice to have stuff like this and be chatting to all of you people. Salisbury is a weird place. It's been a hard place to be young as well. As I was saying, I'm 20 years old. Why are you in your dressing gown? I'm not in my dressing gown, Kieran Harris. I'm in my fringe hoodie. I've had to wrap up warm because it's getting cold out here. I can show off my dressing gown actually. Oh, no, it's not in here anymore, but I have a nice fluffy dressing gown. I hope that's the thing. You know, some people will be prepared for this lockdown. They're going to get themselves nice slippers, nice dressing gown. I've not got slippers, but. You know, I think there's going to be a disparity in how people handle this, and it's going to be based on how good their. No, actually, there's lots of economic factors, but it's a joke, isn't it? So Salisbury it's a hard place to be young. Not much going on. Not even when this isn't happening, there's not a lot going on. We have one club. It's called the Chapel, which is an old chapel because everything in Salisbury is old. It's literally got a 13th century Nando's. That's a fact. You can Google it. In fact, you can Google it. You can just go to a different tab and Google it. 13th century Nando's. Don't. Stay on the live stream. Keep talking to us. Isn't Salisbury the Russian tourist location of choice? You are right, Mark. It is famous for... we were the original kind of chemical viral hotspot when Novichok was all happening. And people were like, were you worried about getting infected? And nobody in Salisbury gave a shit, basically. I mean, they did because it disrupted us. It closed Easy's. We couldn't get our dough balls. We couldn't get our spaghetti. There was important stuff going on, right? Salisbury famous for its Novichok sort of stuff. I got in trouble actually over the Novichok stuff, not because I was involved with it at all, of course. I got in trouble because I did a video about it, and in the video I had Salisbury's Wetherspoons behind me, and I said, behind me is the Salisbury Wetherspoons, where the floor is sticky, the food is cold, and the service is shit, placing it as one of the top 10 Wetherspoons in the country, which I thought was a good line. I went into Wetherspoons the next day, and they wouldn't serve me, which is fair enough, I suppose. Not mention Russian spies. Michael Lang says that. I have now. So yeah, there's going to be a bit of a lag. So if you're commenting, it will be a bit behind in time. But hopefully, I'll be able to chat to all of you. What is everyone doing? What are they doing? What are they filling their lockdown times with? Are they baking? They drinking? Is people on the wine and beer? Is that happening? I've not really had anything to drink yet. I have Pepsi Max here. You've got a little glass that says laughter is cheap medicine. So there you go, a little dose of something good for you here tonight, hopefully. And so we've got 3 fantastic comedians coming up. I'm your host and compere, keeping it all smooth and into running. If other people can't chat to you on here, still comment and talk, because I'll be able to pick up the comments later on and chat to everyone. I'm finding it odd. I'm snacking a lot. I hope everyone else is snacking. That's not just me, because if it turns out I'm the only one snacking and we come out of this and I've put on so much weight, that's not going to be, because I wasn't like, I thought cross country was just like Palestine. That's the kind of level of fitness I'm at. I'm not in touch with any of it, so I'm not got a great starting point. If it turns out everyone's keeping fit and doing Joe Wicks every morning, it's just going to be disastrous when we come out at the end of this. Part of the problem I have is I don't know if anyone else does this, on the Pinot Noir, very nice Tanya. I do have like a sweet snack, and it's like, oh, I want a bit sweet, I want something a bit savoury now, and then you have like a packet of crisps, and it's like, oh, I kind of want like a snack dessert. And you just keep going back and forth between the sweet and the... I say you, maybe you don't. I do that quite a lot. What about the Salisbury Plain, Tanya asks about Salisbury. Yes, it's very interesting historically. I don't know if you want this on a comedy live stream, but Salisbury has the wonderful Salisbury Plain. There's lots of kind of military activity going on there. And then important down as well, the chemical research facility. In fact, I think they're using that as a kind of base for all of this stuff as well there. So yes, exciting stuff going on in Salisbury. It's a historically interesting place. But yeah, in terms of nightlife, lots of flashing lights, not raves, patient recovery vehicles mainly. All right, if someone's on the floor, they've had a fall, if someone's at the bar talking about getting some action, they mean World War II service. That's the kind of demographic of Salisbury. Your first ever digital heckle? Yeah, I suppose it is. My first ever live digital heckle. I've had internet abuse before, Grant. On the wine, no need to snack after a big meal thanks to neighbours. PJ, what does that mean? It's very kind of, what about your neighbours? Why are they cooking you a big meal, or no need to snack because of the neighbours? PJ, get back to me. Why is that important? It's called Salisbury because where your jokes go to die. Grant, very good. Didn't quite work because you didn't quite put in the spelling and the grammar properly there. If you are going to heckle me on the live stream, please put in an effort to spell it correctly. That's my only request. Thank you though. So Salisbury, we've got the chapel, which is an old chapel. That's the kind of nightclub. It's bad, but I think I'm going to hit it up. There's not much going on. I just want to celebrate after this. That's another question for the comments. What else are you planning to do? PJ, every night they feed us, we supplied the food. There we go. That's very nice. That's a nice kind of like neighbourly love. So PJ's supplying the food and the neighbours are cooking it, and they're kind of sharing like an over the fence meal. I mean, I don't know what the situation is. Maybe there's not a fence involved, but you know what I mean. It's rhetorical. When has a big meal ever stopped a snack? Very true, Mark. It doesn't matter what you eat in the day, you can still fit in a snack, I think. And the problem is everyone's like stockpiling. We've not bothered stockpiling, but our regular weekly shop is just not enough because all of us are just about the house. There's nothing to do but eat and go through Netflix. I've been watching this Tiger King thing recently. That's absolutely mental. I don't know if anyone's seen it. Tiger King. Planning to consider my mortality and uselessness in the chain of being. Phoebe, nice comedy content. I said, what you all up to in these weird times? And Phoebe is considering her mortality. So lots of fun kind of hobbies and pastimes going on, all very exciting. I think we're all having a kind of question of what's going on. It's kind of a reset, isn't it? This is like a massive reset in life. Toby, didn't drink last night, first time in 3 weeks of lockdown. Well done, Toby, you keep it up, I mean, you can afford a drink if you want to drink. I think all the rules are off. You can eat as many biscuits as you want, you can drink as much as you want, but if you're trying to stop, well done for stopping. Kieran, young Jack Black, looks not his comedy. Thank you, Kieran. I'll take that as a mixed compliment. And snacking, snacking, fair enough. I'll tell you about PJ, as I'm their chef. I call it. Hashtag don't come dine with me. Oh, right, Jack Lloyd. Kind of everyone's heckling each other in the comments here. Very odd. Hello, Emma. And they're waving at Emma there. I can't see the Facebook comments, so I'm very sorry if you are commenting on Facebook. I can't actually get to them. If you're just joining us, or whoever just tuning in, this is the Rec Room's live stream comedy night, straight into your living room. I've got 3 fantastic acts on, so don't worry, it won't be just me all night. You can get a variety of fantastic comedians up here. I'm just on for the next 5 minutes, kind of introducing everyone and making sure everything's settled in. Also, I've been realizing I just. Who are you all shacked up with? Who are shacked up? That's not the right word, is it? But who are you living with? Because I'm living with my parents, and they're all right. You know, I do love my parents, of course. I can't say I don't love them, because I do, and I love when they pay for things. Oh, big fan of that. Big fan of the financial support. But I just realised I'm just kind of running out of stuff to talk about. We're not doing anything. We can't just kind of wake up every morning, go downstairs, give them a nod, yeah. Just acknowledge that they're there. That's kind of the daily situation. Rayleigh situation. That's what I mean. You can't, I'm not even talking to people. I can't communicate properly. Come don't with me. Very good, Phoebe. So got kind of a debate going on in the YouTube comments about whether you should be dining with people, and somebody said don't, and she's got come don't with me instead of come dine with me. It's very good. Jack Lloyd heckling in the nicest possible way. Thank you, Jack. Yeah, this is weird because normally, you know, you're still on stage, and people probably have like funny thoughts, but they're like, oh, I don't want to interrupt, but there's no reason not to. Just comment it and I'll read it all. Talk about Doritos. So talk about Doritos. I've not had Doritos in a while. How do you have your nachos? Are you dipping them straight into the salsa? You're gonna make sure you got enough salsa to Dorito. I'm taking live requests. I'll talk about whatever you want. Phoebe's asked for me to talk about Doritos. I'm talking about whether I can get enough kind of ratio of Dorito to dip. Are you in a different time zone? It's dark here in Horsham. It is getting darker. I'm going to have to turn the lights on. Part of the light is from my laptop and my TV. And that is... Oh, I think... When does the sun sets? That's the west. So that light there is going to go. That's kind of the sun setting, really. But yes, it is slowly getting darker. It's weird having the time zone switch in the middle. I think this is the least I've ever noticed any sort of clock spring forward, leap back. What is it? Fall back, leap, spring forward. I don't know. It doesn't matter anymore, does it? Time is kind of... It's weird because we had the clap for the NHS last night, obviously, and it was the second one in a couple of weeks, and the second week of it. I was like, oh, the first week was only like 2 days ago, wasn't it? But then in like a daily routine, I'll message a friend and be like, oh, how are you? And like, oh, you messaged me that 2 hours ago. I've lost all concept of time. It's crazy. Locked in with a tolerating Mrs. Phillips. And she bakes. Oh, Toby, lucky you. Got in with his lovely wife, and she's baking. What is she baking? Cakes? Cookies? Let us know. Talking about Doritos, can I chip in? Very good, Grant. Very good. I think that's the funniest comment so far, so I'm a fan of that. What's your favourite Easter egg? That's a good question, Coxie. My mother actually, that's the one thing we did stockpile. We've got a lot of Easter eggs for some reason. I had a Terry's chocolate orange Easter egg. Was the first one, as we say, rules are off, so I thought I'll dip into an Easter egg. Terry's chocolate orange Easter egg. Came with the Terry's chocolate orange bar, and the actual egg was chocolate orange as well. So pretty good experience all round. Easter's going to be in the middle of this lockdown as well. That's going to be, I don't know how it's going to change things. I mean, we don't really celebrate Easter that much anyway, other beyond kind of Easter eggs, really. Very kind of, what's the word? Heathenous of us. Heathenous. I've never said that before in my life. Heathenous, of course. You know what I mean, anyway. But basically, I'm going to hand over to the wonderful David Ward in a minute, who's going to be our opening comedian. I don't know how it's going to work, whether people are going to kind of do like a talk about how they're surviving in lockdown, or whether they're going to do their stand-up sets. It's the exciting thing. You're at the start of something brand new. This is going to be live comedy for a while. Normally, I'd say the rules are don't heckle, but you can comment whatever you want. I'd say I'd say turn your phones off, but don't turn your phones off. If you're watching on your phone, keep your phone on. Stay watching. Stay tuned in. And the third rule that I always do when I'm emceeing, I say enjoy yourselves, have a good laugh. Now we can't get that feedback. I don't know if you're laughing or not. Hopefully you're enjoying yourselves. It's kind of weird when you're sat at home. Often you see something that's funny and you don't even laugh. So it's kind of stand-up is a weird environment for it. But do, enjoy yourselves. It's got to get through this, and if you find something funny, laugh. Tell us in the comments maybe. Terry's all the way. Yes, Cogsy, I'm glad you like Terry's chocolate orange as well. Toby Phillips, master baker. Oh, very nice. Got a master baker you're living in with. You're very lucky, Toby. It's weird brand new experience. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have a lovely evening. I'm going to hand over to the wonderful David Ward now. I'll be back afterwards to introduce the next act, so keep commenting and I can keep chatting to you. We've just got 10 seconds. We've rehearsed this. We've rehearsed the switch over. I've got the digital clock here. I'm going to press the button and it should switch very smoothly to David Ward in 3, 2...
Hello, did that work? Hello everyone, my name's David Ward. It's well done Andrew, comparing to absolutely in the conservatory. That must be tough, but you did very well. And hello everyone, thanks for joining in. It's a bit weird, I'll tell you a little about myself. I'm in lockdown at the minute, just me, my girlfriend and Coco the cat. And me and my girlfriend are both in the at-risk category, which is we may kill each other at any minute. Hopefully we'll last till the end of the show. We haven't got any children, which is quite good, I think. Years ago, me and my girlfriend were told we can't have kids, so I just make jokes about it. I know it's very, very sad. I know we've had a second opinion, we've had a third opinion, just one of them things, you know. I don't have kids, nothing wrong with me, and she can have kids, but together we've been told we really mustn't have kids, mainly by friends, family, judges, and Greta. We're in Deptford. We live in Deptford, which is the borough of Lewisham. We live opposite a place called Friendly Street, which is absolutely true. And every time I walk past Friendly Street, I have a little smile to myself because it makes me smile. The one day I walked up Friendly Street, I got mugged. I got mugged in Friendly Street. So that's my life at the minute. But I love living where I am, in the borough of Lewisham. Lewisham was on the telly the other day, 2 days ago. Apparently there's been 60 deaths in Lewisham in the last month due to the coronavirus, which if you look at the statistics over recent months, it's probably a lot fewer than they normally have. But I do love living here. We've got to look at the positives. It's very difficult. I know coronavirus is horrendous, but let's look at the positives, especially living where I am. There's very little gun crime, there's very little knife crime, everyone's social distancing, very few pickpockets. No one's giving out free hugs in the high street, that's also a good thing. When you leave your house, you talk to your neighbours, you talk to people in the shops. Let's stop that, I don't like that, let's stop that. Here's the thing, maybe you can you catch agoraphobia? I don't know. We're all scared to go out, aren't we? Maybe we've all got it, I don't know. Agoraphobia is the fear of going out and the fear of open spaces. You've got to feel sorry for the person that's been suffering with agoraphobia for years and years and years, and finally they beat it. Well done to them, and they're not allowed out. They're not allowed out, but they can go for one walk into a big open space. You've got to feel sorry for them. I was watching some TV. You get to watch a load of shit on the telly, don't you? When we're stuck in here doing nothing. There's this documentary about ADHD, which is very interesting. Although on it, apparently Paddy McGuinness, all 3 of his children have got ADHD. Now, I wonder how they did the test. Did they do the test at home? Did they sit all 3 children down in front of the telly and see if they could watch Paddy McGuinness for an hour? And if they shifted uncomfortably, then they've got ADHD. Well, if that's the case, I think we've all got ADHD. Actually, they've got autism. I just changed it to make the joke better. As I say, we haven't got any children. I think for you parents out there, it must be really tough doing the homeschooling bit. Teaching the kids at home, it must be. None of us are trained for that, are we? None of us are trained for that. I just wish the teachers at school would teach kids things that they're going to need in the outside world. I mean, you know, I love maths. At school, I was addicted to maths. One day I'm going to get in trouble for my addiction to maths. Sorry, not maths. Rachel Riley. She's great, isn't she? She's great. But we were taught things like algebra at school. I never needed algebra in the real world. Every week, for an hour, my PE teacher used to make me try and climb a rope. That's never going to happen, was it? Make me try and climb a rope. When did you ever need to climb a rope in the real world? Unless you went on an adventure weekend, and then, yeah, that was your choice, climb some ropes. But me, personally, I would never need to climb a rope, so it's a total waste of time. I think teachers should teach kids the things they're going to need. If I was a teacher, I'd teach kids like, I don't know, how about climbing out of bathroom windows on a ship first day? That's the sort of thing I would teach. You're going to need it at least once in your life, I would imagine. What else do we talk about? This lockdown scandal. I knew it was going to come to a lockdown. I knew it, but the day before we were on lockdown, I thought, you know what? What I'm going to do, I'm going to spend some money, go out and spend some money in the local community, looking after the self-employed workers, the 0 hours contract workers, and I did that. Everyone was wearing masks, everyone was keeping their 2 metre distance, you know. To be honest though, it was the worst lap dance I've ever had. The only time she looked me in the eye was to take the money. Everything was contactless. And we get loads of these adverts about, from like the chief medical officer about not going out. That's a freaky advert for me. You just watch that advert. The man never blinks in 30 seconds. It's the most scariest thing. I've tried to not blink in 30 seconds and it's almost impossible to do. So I never trust people that don't blink. It's just very creepy. I'm sure he's a very nice man. He just comes off a bit creepy. He looks like the sort of bloke that's got mistletoe up all year round. That's all I'm saying. So just be careful of him. But I'm sure he's a great guy. Couple of months ago, this happened a couple of months ago. In May, my girlfriend was in bed with the flu. That's not the funny bit, although at the time it was quite funny. So I left her in bed, and one Sunday I went to Sainsbury's in New Cross. They got a pharmacy opened 7 days a week in New Cross. Now, as I was queuing up, I noticed the woman behind the counter had a bit of an attitude, quite feisty. So I got to the front, I said hello. I said, can I have some cola mole, please? She said, yeah. I said, can I have some Benylin day and night? She's gone, yeah, that's fine, but you can't take these two together. I said, no, I realise that. There's paracetamol in both. She said, oh, yeah, but are these for you? I said, no, they're for my girlfriend. And she looked at me and she's gone, is she an adult? What? I hope so, otherwise a chesty cough is the least of our troubles. Oh, it's hilarious, right, right, love. Then she said, anything else? I said, yeah, I'll have some condoms and a couple of lollipops. I should do the trick. It's just a joke, people, it's just a joke. About a year ago, I've already mentioned Coco the cat. It was about a year ago, and my girlfriend goes, do you know what, Dave? I'd really like a cat. I think Sweetie Pie. I'll do anything for you, you know. You're an amazing woman. I love you to bits. Not my ideal woman. You're probably about third. Rachel Riley's second. I'll tell you who my ideal woman is. That woman off the Trivago ads. Oh my days, how sexy is she? You know when she's doing that advert, it's like she's talking right at me with a flirty Australian voice. And she knows where to get a cheap hotel room, dirty bitch. That's the woman for me. My girlfriend going, Dave, I'd really like a cat. I said, sweetie, we're on the 3rd floor in Deptford. We can't get a cat. It's not fair on the cat, is it? She goes, no, I've been reading about these ragdoll cats. They love it inside. They're scared to go outside. Apparently they're the most affectionate cats in the world. She said, I've just found this rescue one for just 400 quid. Really? 400? Who you rescue it from? The Kardashians? Hey, 400 quid. Most affectionate cats in the world. I'll tell you what, Karen, right? Give me the 400 quid. I'll pay off my overdraft and I'll lick your face every day. How about that? Anyway, I come back one day, we got a cat, she's rescued a cat, and little Coco, it's called Coco, it's a girl's name, but it's a boy cat. We took it to the vet, found out it's got a penis, so we just dropped the Chanel bit off the name and just kept the Coco, bless him. He's great, he's great, you know, I wouldn't swap him for anything. My girlfriend loves, we've only had him a few months really, but she loves him to bits, probably more than me. I've been with my girlfriend about 8 years. She's got about 10 pictures of me on her phone. And she's got hundreds and hundreds of Coco. And I know she's got hundreds because the other day she got an alert on her phone saying her storage is full. And she was playing around on the phone. I said, what are you doing, sweetie? You buying some more storage? She goes, no, I'm deleting some pictures of you, is what I'm doing. And she left with one picture of me and it was holding the cat. You couldn't even see my face. I'm not even sure it was me, right? Bless him, the little boy. The other day, a couple of days ago, we're at home. My girlfriend's going, he wasn't peeing. He wasn't peeing. So it wasn't very well. We were worried about him. My girlfriend goes, "Do you know what, Dave? I know it's a difficult time. We shouldn't leave the house, but I think we should take Coco to the VETS." So what are you talking about? She said, "I think we should take Coco to the VETS." I said, "What? We're taking him to the vets?" She goes, "Do not mention that word in front of him." I said, "Sweetie, right? If he understands the word vets, then I'm sure he knows how to spell it. So let's just talk about it in front of him. I'm sure it'll be fine." And he did have a bit of a temperature. And I was going, "You know what you should do? Take the little boy for a walk." Calls him little boy. Calls him little boy. We haven't got a kid, so we call him the little boy. "Take the little boy. Needs some fresh air." I said, "Well, open the window." He said, No, I think you should take the little boy for a walk." I said, "Sweetie, I'm not being funny. I'm not taking a cat for a walk in Deptford High Street. Are you mad?" And we used to put a collar on him. Within 20 seconds, he used to take his collar off. He used to go around the corner, take his collar off, put it in his mouth, run up to you, drop it at your feet and run off and laugh. That's him. That was him enjoying himself. So there's no way I could take him out for a walk anyway. She goes, No, what arrived today from Amazon. This jacket from Amazon. You put this jacket on any animal. No animal can get out of this jacket. It's made by escapologists. No animal can get out of this jacket." So I said, "All right." So I took him for a walk at 6 o'clock in the evening when I thought no one could see me. So she put the jacket on him. We've got the jacket. I've got a big long lead. He's never been out before. He's so scared. I come down in the lift. I put him on the pavement and he's just frozen. The poor little mite, he's just frozen, bless him. He's never been out before. And, I've got him on this big long lead, and I'm going, "Come on, Coco, just walk a little bit." She's watching from the window, "Just have a little walk, come on, to get some fresh air." And it's like I've nicked him from Madame Tussauds, he just wouldn't move. Some bloke walked by, goes, "Mate, you know that's a cat, don't you?" Yeah. All right, thanks, David Attenborough. If he ever retires, we know who's going to take over, don't we? And it's just like, oh, my day is so embarrassing. Anyway, I picked him up, went to Brockmill Park, which is just by me. It's only 2 minutes walk away. Put him down, and you know what? Within 20 seconds, he's gone. He's out of the jacket. He's gone. He's away. Bless it. I said, "Oh my days!" It was so stressful. I'm this 50-year-old man walking around the park with treats and a lead, shouting "Coco." The people must have thought I was absolutely nuts. And right on cue, here he is, little Coco. Didn't we? We found you, didn't we? I know you're struggling. You want to get out again. Bless him. And I was walking around saying, "Come on, Coco." This couple walked by and goes, "Mate, have you lost your dog?" I go, "Yeah, I've lost my dog, yeah." "What do you look like?" "Well, it's one that looks like a cat." That's what he looks like. Anyway, as you see, I found him. Oh my days, it was so stressful. I couldn't go back without the cat. I can live in a doghouse, but I'm not living in a cat tree. I'm not made for a cat tree. So I was so happy when I found him and I took him back. I've never been that stressed in my life. Once I was really stressed. I went out with this makeup artist once. Bless her. I said, look, you're not really an artist, are you? To be fair, you're not really an artist. This is being an artist. Comedy in front of loads of people on stage. This is being an artist. You just do a bit of makeup. Anyway, I finally got her into bed. She took her makeup off. Blimey, I had to shock my life. I tell you what, you are very good at your job. You are an artist. Don't let anyone tell you any different. I think what's going to suffer are the charities. Because of this lockdown. Who's given money to charity? No one, because it needs to survive, don't we? And I do feel sorry for the charities. A little while ago, I gave 20 quid to Guide Dogs to the Blind. I think Guide Dogs do amazing work for the local community, for people that are less fortunate than ourselves. A couple of days later, I give 20 quid to a lap dancer, because I think they do amazing work for people that are less fortunate than ourselves. Guide Dogs and lap dancers, they've got loads in common. The main thing is not allowed to stroke them when they're at work. I wasn't very good at chatting girls up. I used to really fancy the girl who ran the local charity shop. She was amazing. I used to go in every day and donate something. I went in every day for 3 months and donated something, just so I could have a little chat with her. That was all, After 3 months, I finally asked her out, but I had nothing to wear. So That was my and please just carry on trying, giving a little bit to charity. It's more important now than ever. I think when this is over, I think we realise that time's really, really important. I'm in my 50s, you know, and I value every day. I don't want people wasting my time. And when I say people wasting my time, I used to go out for an hour, go to Costa in Deptford, stare out the window at middle-aged men falling off their skateboards. You know, that is what I like to do. That was my choice. That was my happy place. You know, that is not a waste of time. I'll tell you what is a waste of time. It's things like when I went to collect my suit from the dry cleaners for an important gig, back in the day when you used to wear suits for gigs rather than just the first t-shirt you pulled out the wardrobe. And I was collecting my suit, but I couldn't get into the shop because there's a sign on the door saying back in 40 minutes. I don't know when you left. Just tell me the time you're coming back. Just say back at 3:30 so we all know. Don't waste my time, you know. I watched a lot of Channel 5, a show on Channel 5 the other day, 100 Greatest Adverts. I really enjoyed that sort of programme. I enjoy watching. That's not a waste of time. Or the only thing is, I didn't know when to put the kettle on. These things trouble me, people. That's the sort of waste I'm talking about. The biggest waste of time. Biggest waste of time. There's a play called Afraid of the Dark come up in our local theatre. It was £25 a ticket. Oh my days, it was rubbish, man. If it ever comes to your town or city, don't go and see it. Afraid of that, £25, Afraid of the Dark. My girlfriend's going, all day, I'm looking forward to this. I like being scared. I thought, no you don't. She goes, yes I do, I like being scared. You like being scared so much, next time we're in bed together late at night, we hear a noise in the front room, yeah? Why don't you go? Because when I go, I get scared and I don't want to spoil your fun. She's going, oh, but it's won Best Director. Really? 50 quid. I don't want to go and see a play that's won Best Director. I want to go and see a play that's won Best Play. I don't want to come away thinking that play was shit, but to be fair to them, you all stood in the right place. So be wary of that when it comes round to where you live. I'll tell you a story. This happened about a year ago. I think what's really important, ladies and gentlemen, before you kick off about something, get to know the facts. And I think that's so important because, you know, I've kicked off about loads of things in the past and I've never gathered the facts. And whatever your job you do, the NH staff, they need to gather facts, so you need to be able to treat people, and I get that. Let's say this happened about a year ago, and the woman in the car, she didn't get to know the facts, and she got everything she deserved, as far as I understand. There was 3 of us going to a gig. Justin was driving, met him once before, funny man, don't know much about him. And I'm sitting in the front, we've got a female comic in the back. Oh, she's delightful, not met her before, but she's chatting away about equal pay. Of course, equal pay for comedians, for tennis players, for NHS workers, for supermarket workers, for doctors. You know, same job, same money. I get that, that's fine. And then an hour in, she's going, are you going on the feminist march? I couldn't, there was football on. I would have done. I'm not, you know, come on. I would go, but I'm not going on a feminist march when there's football on the telly. And then an hour and a half in, she's still talking. Nothing to do with feminism, nothing to do with being a woman, but the things she was saying were just abhorrent. This woman was just horrendous. Every single one of you would want to get out of the car, I guarantee. She was just absolute nightmare. So I said, I thought to myself, I've got to get out of the car. So I said, on the way to the gig, let's have a coffee. So we pull up at the services. I get out, Justin gets out, he opens the door for her. She has gone apoplectic. She goes, I don't need a man to open the door for me. And Justin's gone, calm down, love. Calm down, love. You know, which isn't the greatest answer to a feminist, I get that. And so I just go into Starbucks, order me coffee, cappuccino, mate, I'm the only one there. And he's gone, what's your name? I go, mate, just give us a coffee. I don't want a dementia test, just give me the coffee, I'm so stressed. Anyway, I finally get the coffee, go back in the car, and you know what? I didn't open the door for her. You know, I just think it's quite a nice thing to do. You go through the door, open the door for someone. That's all I'm saying. It's quite a nice thing to do. Anyway, we finally get to the gig. I get out, Justin gets out, she can't get out.
David Ward, thank you, David. Hopefully I didn't cut him off. As the thing is, because there's quite a lag, I'm not entirely sure where we start and end. But that was wonderful, David. Hope you enjoyed that. You can try and find everyone on social media if you've enjoyed us. Go search out David on Facebook and Twitter. Also, just before I left, there's some very lovely comments coming in. Thank you for those comments. I couldn't ignore them because I had to hand over. But thank you for that. Wonderful David there, talking about Deptford and Catoning. You may have noticed as well, I've suited up for the occasion. David was talking about suits. People were commenting about my my hoodie and that. So I've suited up properly gone all out, and tracky bottoms, but still, I've half made the effort for you. Clapping, thank you, PJ. It's nice to have the people clapping emoji so I can see how. I'm glad you enjoyed David there. PJ, you also talk about mirrored wardrobes. You were a big fan of David's mirrored wardrobe there. Toby sitting enjoying on the sofa. Thank you for that. And Rebecca said you're watching. It's a bit. You said it was weird on the TV, but fine on the phone. So that's pretty cool, being like a double screen. That's it, hit the big time on the TV and the phone. That's pretty exciting. But how's everyone doing? And make sure you comment on YouTube, and I'll have a chat with you. I had a weird kind of revelation today, actually, because it's been a long-standing issue that my hairline is receding. I mean, that's what we're talking about. That's like a proper McDonald's sponsorship going on. So I've had that for ages. One woman once heckled that my forehead had a Brazilian. That's kind of the situation going on here. But today I realised, I don't know if I can show you, whether I can separate it enough to show you, but look at that! Massive old gap in that front as well. This whole bit was it's separated, it's declared independence. It's probably asking for reparation payments from the rest of my follicles. That's the kind of stage it's got to. This is my one redeeming feature. Imagine this forehead without this. It's going to be... People are shaving their heads in... stay standing. It's amazing how it changes the energy. That's a good point, Freddie. Okay, yeah, I will. I will stand up for you lovely people and deliver it like this. Why not? It's a different experience, isn't it? Thank you, Freddie. I really appreciate that comment. I will stay standing for this kind of middle section. I do need to put the timer on. More runaway, to be fair. I don't know what that means, Simon. More runway, to be fair. Oh, I see. Like it's a landing strip going down my forehead. Yeah, it's not a good situation. I don't know what to do about it. A lot of people are shaving in the because going straight off in the time off. I'm not sure I could do that. I don't know. I feel like I've got a weird shaped head. And let me know if you think I should shave it. I'll shave it. I will listen to the will of 66 people on YouTube. That's maybe I'll shave it on cam. No, I won't commit to that. But it's just I'm working out what to do. Hair situation at the moment is obviously the least of my worries going out. It's nice to put on suit actually. It feels quite feels like there's an event going on. Well, I suppose this is an event. But you know what I mean. It feels like I've actually got something to get up and do. What are you all doing? Got some people baking, or people gardening, doing like DIY around the house? What are you watching? Netflix? I'm watching a lot of Netflix. I had another comment from Phoebe. Thank you for this. Maybe dye to fun colour. Grant says shave it. Phoebe says dye to fun colour. So what colour would you recommend if I go to do dye it? Grant, I feel like you've put shave it in capitals. It's almost a bit too keen. 0.5 all over. You'd never go back. Hair Island. Yeah, there's a lot. Okay, the kind of broad consensus is shave it all off. Shave it, says Toby. Yeah. Dear. I only got the suit jacket then. Yes, PJ. I didn't bother with the. I'm very comfortable in my tracky bottoms. Quite a weird sight actually, kind of suit and tracky bottoms. What are you all wearing? You're all smooching up. That's not the word, is it? All cuddled up in your jammies, or are people getting dressed every day? I don't know whether they get dressed. That's the thing. That's like, who am I getting dressed for? Well, you lovely people are the main reason I've got dressed today. But what about you? Just dossing around? There's nothing to do in it. I've been showering every day. That's keeping that up. Could shave it live. Yeah, I do wonder, Grant. It would be. It's tempting because it would be very funny, but I feel like we need like thousands of viewers for it to be like. Not that I don't really appreciate all of you watching, but But if I shave it and only 60 people see the spectacle, I feel I'd be quite disappointed. No offence, Bowie bulge. Okay, yeah, let's keep my eyes are up here. Thank you. I don't need objectifying Kieran. Yeah, they aren't very flattering. Or maybe they are flattering. The point is, I wasn't aiming to show. I've not arranged. I wasn't thinking I'd have to arrange my downstairs area for this live stream, but here we are. No socks. No, I've not got socks on, PJ. Diet Terry's orange, blue, purple. 2 votes for purple for dyeing my hair. This is very strange. I was not expecting this experience at all to be like this, but it's nice to get what we were all thinking. Getting dressed for the daily household jobs list. Oh right, good. And I'm glad to hear, Toby. What's your daily household jobs? What sort of stuff are you doing? I get up every morning. I say morning. Sometimes it's the afternoon. I'm very nocturnal now. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of awake like midnight to 4 a.m. on an average. Just I don't know why. It's just completely, as I say, time is gone. Nazis say this. That's the username. Nazis say this. I wanted to comment, but my 10-year-old has changed my YouTube name to Nazis say this. That's fantastic. What a wonderful YouTube comment. Well, you have commented now, and I've already read it out live on the stream. Nazis say this. I think you have to go to your YouTube settings, but yeah, I don't know what to. I don't do it now because obviously we're doing the live stream, but yeah, I think you'd have to go to your YouTube settings and work that out. That's very funny though, that your 10-year-old has opted to change your YouTube name to Nazis Say This. Vicky, we all felt uneasy but didn't want to say it. I'm very sorry, Nick. I will try and keep it waist up from now on in. I don't want this to turn into a very different kind of cam show. I'll try and keep it stand-up comedy. Started planning my outfits to walk to the fridge and back. Oh yes, Phoebe, I love it. Well, I doing like a proper strut, like a kind of a catwalk to the fridge and back. Nice camel toe. Yes, thank you, Vernon. I think we're all very aware that the people have seen much too much of my lower half. Hi from Jack and Linda. Hello, Jack and Linda. Thank you for joining us in this wonderful live stream. So we just heard from the wonderful David Ward. I'm going to throw over in a minute to Winter Fernanda, who should be ready and waiting to go, and our wonderful headliner Nathan Caton. If you're enjoying this, you can donate. Maybe you've already bought a ticket. Thank you for that. If not, you can go to paypal.me/recrooms. I believe it is. Let me make sure I got that, just so you don't PayPal the wrong person by mistake. It is. paypal.me/recrooms if you want to donate to the stream, or you can go to the recrooms.com and we'll do it all from there as well. And if you do donate, it's helping us comedians. It's also helping the wonderful rec rooms, because obviously all these venues are going to be struggling in times like this. So thank you for all your support. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all your comments about my bulge. I think it's the most sexual attention I've got in a while. As I say, I'm gay, by the way, in case you didn't know. Kel surprise. But probably a comment section full of people not being surprised. This is too funny. When do I get to refill my glass? Give me 2 minutes. Okay, Mark. Well, I'm going to do some admin, and you can go refill your glass now. You've got 2 minutes to go to refill your glass. I'll just do some admin and talk to you people. Brutal Sky says, can you play us a tune on your piano, Sarah Marcus? Hello, Sarah Marcus. Thank you for joining us. Yes, maybe I will play a little piano tune. That'll be like our big finale. Thank you, Tanya. That's very kind of you. Tanya's saying I'm very funny. You've got good taste in comedians. Pay from trousers. What does that mean? Pay from trousers? As in, you get your wallet out, or you're paying for me to take off my trousers? Because, again, that's a very different type of gig, and I'm not sure it's one I want to be a part of. Big shout out to the Rec Rooms. Yes, thanks, Jack Lloyd. Shout out to the Rec Rooms for supporting this. Pay for trousers. Oh, as in I should buy trousers. That's fair enough. The correction came a little bit too late there for my kind of lag. But yes, I will pay for proper trousers next time. Yeah, thank you to Rec Rooms. Thank you to Mirth Control as well, the comedy bookers who have sorted this all out. And most importantly, thank you for you for watching and supporting. Right, well, we have our wonderful next... I'm going to sit down again just to introduce our next act. Our wonderful next act is the wonderful Winter Fernanda. I've gigged with Winter all over the country. Exciting places such as Off Now. I'm not taking my trousers off for this live stream. I was trying to think if there was a donation amount that I'd be willing to do that for, but I don't think there is, so I'm very sorry. I've also lost the time, so hopefully I can hand over to winter in the right time. Yes, 5 seconds left to go. Thank you for this little section. And I now introduce the wonderful Winter Fernanda.
Hello! Hello, I'd just like to say what a pleasure it is to be here, and by here I mean being in the comfort of my own shed. So yeah, so thanks for tuning in, and so my name's Winter, and you know, I tell you what, I hope you're having a good apocalypse, guys. I don't know about you, I'm feeling pretty empty inside. How empty? Well, like I've been binging Happy Meals, ironically, for the last 10 years. I'm full, but like of nothing good. There used to be a time in my life when I used to go out for a 3-day bender, and I'd have to do that to feel this empty inside. But now at this age, I wake up and the nothingness is just there. Like I'd ordered it the night before on Just Eat. I'm watching a lot of Tony Robbins at the moment online on YouTube and stuff, and just trying to, kind of stave away the depression. And like Tony Robbins, there's a few things you got to do, right, to kind of try to stave this off, right? He says put all the things that you hate in one hand. So I put at the moment, I put my wife, the kids, the debt that I've got because I can't pay for anything, and the joy in the other hand, which is my dog. He says just smash them together until the dog dies. Now, I thought this year was going to be different for me. 2020, it sounds balanced. Eyesight, great. 2020, hindsight. I don't know. I thought it was going to be different, right? Because I started this year, I was 3 months ago, a third of the way through the year now. I know it hasn't started great. But on New Year's Eve, I stayed in. I thought, I'll just save this energy for this year. And I stayed in, and I just ate chocolate coins all night. And the next day was different. I was already shitting money. That's what I was doing. So I know what this is, right? This is the apocalypse, I know, right? It's kind of different. We're on lockdown. It's hard to kind of stay up on things and stay happy. But you know what? It's right. Look on the bright side. Look, there's no traffic. Okay, parking is great. There's no such thing as priority borders anymore. And the people that are hoarding and stockpiling toilet rolls over 20, we won't let them in the bunker. We're sorting out. We know who not to let in the bunker. That's what it is. And also, the queues at the supermarket are actually longer now, but it's an optical illusion. It's like those snaky things at the airport that you have to kind of go around. That's the sort of thing. But that's what it is. So look, just think of this, right? They're an optical illusion. Don't worry about it. And the distancing might help for people you really don't like. Just think of this, right? And also, the prices of houses will drop. I might be able to buy a house now if I had the money, if I was still earning. But that's what it is. Or like the pensions might come back. If I had a pension, that would be great too. But if you think of this, right, we're might possibly run out of food. We might. It might not happen, but we might. We might start running out of food. Look, I love going through the supermarkets and the shelves were completely empty. I kind of like that, apart from the vegan section, because there was a reason for that. There was loads of Linda McCartney sausages, but again, there's another reason for that too. But I love sausages, you have they're like anuses and penises all wrapped up in a neat little ball, easy to cook. They're great. And, they're going to go too. That's going to be sad. They're just convenient. So I've got a theory. Why don't we start, when food runs out, eating people. Look, hear me out, okay? Look, don't go around murdering people, but look, wait till they're dead first. We're going to save space, because we won't be putting anyone in the ground. Okay, we're going to need bigger ovens. Maybe we should talk to the Germans about that. And, and equality will be sorted, because, men, women, anything else in between, they'll just be seen as pieces of meat, yeah? And there'll be no such thing as body shaming or fat shaming, because plus size people will just be then seen as juicy. Funeral buffets will be sorted, so we can have finger sandwiches. I know we'll have to find out what they died of first, because no one wants roasted gonorrhea with a side order of herpes. Nobody wants that, okay? There's going to be downsides though, right? There's going to be downsides. The thing is, the companies are going to get wind of this, and they're going to start importing counterfeit meat from China. But we'll know, won't we? Because we'll eat it, and then 5 minutes later, we'll be hungry again. I mean, it'll solve racism. It will. I've never eaten a black or an Indian person cooked. I have played with my food, right? But this is it. I've never eaten it. That's it. I've never eaten. But those racists might be eating those people and go, God, I really love Indian and black cuisine. That's what might happen. But then we might have a problem with that too, with cultural appropriation, because the butchers will be adding fake tan to the meat. Yeah, it's not going to be good. All white people will find out, will taste the same, and Jewish people and Muslim people will be kosher and halal, apart from their hamstrings. Now, I told you I love sausages, right? Beef, chicken, beef chicken and pork sausages. I love them, but I'll be damned if I'm going to be eating human sausages. I want to know where those penises and anuses have been. That's all I'll say, right? Look, this, maybe this apocalypse, look, anything, right? If The Walking Dead has been so popular at the moment, if The Walking Dead has taught us anything, is that anyone with a sword will survive. Look, I don't know about you, right? I found out this year that I'm angry all the time, but I thought it was friendly, but to the point of aggression. But like when I was a kid, I didn't get angry, but I did collect knives, a lot of knives. We can't collect forks, it's weird, or spoons. Some of the way they fit together just made me sad. That's what it's about. But if those zombies do start popping up everywhere and they start going, brains, I tell you what, I've got the barbecue and the hot sauce ready. I'll be like, wings! They'll probably taste like beef jerky or biltong, something like that. I know, look, that doing stuff about eating people in this time maybe a bit unsavory. Look, what it is right. Look, some people come up to me after gigs, not this gig because I'm at home. They say, look, that stuff you did about cannibalism, it really offended me. My best friend, they're a cannibal. And they should be commended for their commitment to recycling. I know that some of that stuff was pretty hard to swallow, but thank you for staying with me. Look, the thing's right. Look, I know that we're on the lockdown at the moment, and we're all in, and we're just thinking like, oh God, I've been inside for 6 weeks now. Does my job mean anything? I'm working from home. Do I make a difference in the world? I've been thinking that too. Do I make any difference in the world? I need to change my lifestyle, to change my job. There's one job I'd love to do, and maybe, just to spend the rest of my life doing. Sleep studies. That'd be great. Oh, I'd love that. Some people say that they can't spend all day in bed. Who hurt you? Sometimes you don't have to sleep in bed. Sometimes just lie there, going, thinking about all the other people who aren't in the position you're in. That's brilliant. A second favourite thing from it's just like, as you're drifting off, you catch yourself, you wake up and you're like, oh, I nearly went off there. It's like when you're dreaming, you're not really asleep. You're got a semi. I mean, you're semi-awake. You know what I mean? It's just a promise of unconsciousness. If I got a job in sleep studies, first day at work, I'd go there. I'm like, So I talk to the boss. Say, look, let me get this straight. You want me to come in, sleep for 12 hours, and then you pay me? Okay. Do I get breakfast? Yeah. And no hand stuff or anal. I'm there. That's it. What a great job. But then I'd probably, I'd get a second job because I wouldn't need a flat, because I wouldn't need rent. I'd be sleeping at the study place. And then I'd probably get a temp job in an office. Just to kind of keep up my 10 to 15 word count per minute with 43% accuracy. Just keep a hand in, I'd have to forgo my maybe 2 hour, siesta in the men's cubicles because I'd be sleeping at the other place. But I know, like everyone, right? We're going to get complacent. I'd get complacent if I was in that sleep studies job. I'd be like, whoa, I'd lose all my friends too. And like all my family which wouldn't talk to me because I'd be so positive and pursuing my goals, dreams and passions with renewed vigour. They just couldn't be around me. But I told you, I'd get complacent. Well, I'd go into work then, I'd be like, I'd try and ring in sick. I'm like, can't come in today. I didn't sleep a wink last night. That's fine, you can sleep here. Oh, and so then they called me in a couple of days later after that and said, we've seen you drinking on the job. Look, it was decaf, okay? I just wanted a coffee break. Everyone gets a coffee break at work. Why can't I? That's probably why MMA fighters love their jobs so much. If they win, they knock someone out. If they lose, they get knocked into unconsciousness and get a little bit of a break from themselves. Yeah? Look, I get a lot of dark thoughts at the moment, like on this talk of the lockdown and stuff, and you're right. It's because I'm with my family so much. That's what it is. I just can't get away. And I think that if my wife was to divorce me right now, I'd probably like throw myself in front of a train that I knew she was on, because as I'm leaving the earth, I know that she's going to get a lifetime of guilt, and she's going to be just slightly late for work, But sometimes I get a bit lazy, and I'd probably get someone else to do it for me, hire a hitman, pay him half now, half when the job was finished. But look, I'm a comedian, right? I'd have to get the note down. You got to choose the font right. You can't go out with Comic Sans. That's rude, and sometimes I've got to make that the funniest thing, and I've got to do that right. I've got to get to the point, and I find it hard sometimes. So that note might even end up being a trilogy. The police will be there looking through, like, oh, he did it. Okay, yeah. There must be a considerate way to do it, right? maybe with your own tombstone, you know? Or cremate yourself. All right, just go with it, right? Family come home, oh, winter, oh. Pick up your urn, plonk it on the mantelpiece. Look, you know, it's your last chance to make a mark on the world. Have a bit of fun with it. Leave them guessing. You know, dress up as Superman. Jump off a bridge. And I'm like, oh no, he's dead. But he died doing what he loved. And he was Superman for about 5 seconds. Or, what you do is, get a coconut. Hollow it out. Put a grenade in it. Pull the pin. Sit on the street, licking it. And when it goes off, they'll be like, whoa, Winter was really allergic to nuts. Look, you know, look, if you think about this, right, it takes a lot of determination, confidence, and motivation to end your own life. We're losing our best people. People at the top of their games, they're ending their lives. People at the very bottom that can't go on, they're going too. So what I'm trying to say is, if you haven't had suicidal thoughts, try harder. Look, I told you, look, I've spent a lot of time at home. That's what it is. It's a lockdown. And my wife and I have very different schedules. You know, like, we usually see hardly any of each other. I tell you, this is how it goes, right? In the morning we go, how did you sleep? Terrible. How did you sleep? Terrible. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. But now, we're in each other's faces all the time. She started to moan at me in the bedroom. I'm like, oh, I can't escape, because it's the only place I can sleep. Sometimes she uses the last bit of her waking energy to have a go at me. Not that is commitment. She goes from moaning to snoring. Sometimes I can't see where the join is. Oh, occasionally she'll be there. She'll be like playing with my hair just before she goes to sleep. Then she's off, and she grabs it. She starts thrashing, going rah, 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 rah. I mean, I think she's asleep because I hear a little chuckle. That, or her subconscious hates me. I'd like to know this, right? If you smother somebody with a heart-shaped pillow, is it still considered romantic? To know this, right? Look, in these times it's difficult. Relationships are hard, right? But breaking up is harder. So look, I've got an idea for you. Why don't you do this, right? Relationships. If you're living in the same house, it's hard to break up, especially at the moment with the corona and all that. But if you live in separate places, now look, what you got to do is follow these instructions, okay? Separate places. Don't invite them over to your house and break up with them, because then you have to wait for them to leave. If you want to break up with them, don't cook them a meal and then break up with them, because that gets very awkward. But you have given them a final meal. It's just not right. Go to their house, break up with them, then you can leave when you want. That is simple, right? Now, the problem is, right, if you go to a public place at the moment, you could keep 2 meters distance between you, and then, you know, and you could pretend you don't know them. That would work too, right? But look, never do it like on this as well. Never do it for, like, you know, when you're getting a visa, birthdays, Christmas, Valentine's Day. If you must do it at those times, tell you what, look, make sure you get your presents first or the visa. Look, you know, I don't make the rules, but that's what they are. You know, this must have happened one day. Terrorist situation. And they let you make one last phone call. It's like, hi darling, I just wanted to ring you to tell you did you not get my message? What message? Let me just check it. Broken heart, sad face, wave, emoji. You're breaking up with me. Hello? Hello? Oh, I mean, there's never a good time to break up with someone. During sex, after sex, don't do that. That's very rude. Okay, look, and don't do it in a poem either, because you've got to wait until the last line to find out that they're dumped. That's what it is. And what rhymes with dumped? Humped. It's just terrible poetry. That's what it is. Don't do that. Okay, look, I mean, look, if you break up with them, you win. If you convince them to break up with you, then you win, but secretly. But if they know that's what they wanted, if they know that that's what you wanted to do in the first place, then sometimes it gets competitive. Sometimes they get you to fall back in love with them and wait till the opportune moment to dump you and take everything. And then they win double points. If you say you're dumped at the same time, draw. If they die, you win by default. Look, and when you're breaking up, sometimes you don't know when you're going to have sex again. You don't. You might have an agreement, say, look, we'll have one for the road. Look, I tell you what, all the confusion and mixed emotions and regret you're trying to leave the other person with to make them think that they're making a massive mistake. That's what you're trying to do. I tell you what, that is the best sex you will ever have. Breaking up with somebody. I mean, look, that's what it is. Yeah. Well, there's a fine line between love and hate. There is. When you're with somebody, you're like, oh, they're with me. I love them. They're with me all the time. But when you break up, this person's with me all the time. That's stalking. I don't stalk my exes anymore. But I do look forward to every morning, because I've set Google alerts with their name just in case any of them go into porn or die. Look, you've got to have something to look forward to, haven't you? Look, I have a lot of dark thoughts, right? And I don't know if I hope you've enjoyed them. And, look, I have dark thoughts because I probably took a lot of drugs and to trying to get through the day. And I take a lot of drugs and some terrible drugs, the kind of drugs that were so filled with, they were so filled with glucose and baking powder that when I took them, I didn't get high, I got baked. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed my time, and I hope you enjoy and stay safe in the lockdown, and keep the distance between each other, and just enjoy yourselves. Hold on to those toilet rolls, and make sure if you go around to those people's houses that have over 20 toilet rolls, remember what I said, don't let them in the bunker, okay? But I hope you've enjoyed me. I've got to go now because it's my turn to cook tonight, and we're having the neighbours over for dinner. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Good night. My name is Winter Fernanda.
Hello, that was the wonderful Winter Fernanda. Hopefully, it was a bit of a timing issue there. Hopefully, I've not cut Winter off. But thank you, Winter. If you want to follow Winter, he is at Winter Dominus on Instagram. WinterDominus at Winter Dominus. Thank you for all your comments throughout that. The wonderful. PJ is with Bruce. That's why I've written down PJ. PJ, you are all two of us watching, plus three who's Bruce. So I assume Bruce is a pet. Do tell me who Bruce is. And happy birthday to Zoe as well. I thought I'd get a mic, kind of make this like official, make it like proper. As I promised as well, I didn't promise actually. People asked if I play the piano. I will play the piano actually, and I'll play the piano for Zoe. We'll do like a kind of a birthday greeting for Zoe. Hang on one moment. Now, while I'm here, I can't see your comments, so if you're commenting, I'm afraid I can't respond to you just yet. I'll put my Madonna mic on, just for the effect. It's literally not plugged into anything, but I thought, I'll make it nice. So this is for the wonderful Zoe Hunt. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Zoe. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Zoe. Sorry, that was very abridged. I've not actually been playing it despite all the kind of time. I'll take this off now. Despite all the time I've had, I've not had much chance to play the piano. I've not played in a while, so I didn't want to embarrass myself by doing anything too complex. It's like a GOT name, Winter. Yes, Rebecca, commenting on Winter there, one of our fantastic acts this evening. It's like a Game of Thrones name. I never really got into Game of Thrones, by which I mean I've not seen any of it. So I'm afraid any reference to Game of Thrones is going to be lost on me. Thank you. Applause for my very mediocre piano and singing there. Oh, I put on trousers! I put on trousers and socks for you lovely people because of all your comments. I thought I'll put it on. Although I do have an issue actually because I've got my corduroys and Mum put them through the wash recently and it's got all this fluff on it. Now is that just a corduroy issue I can't do anything about? Like that's just done, they're just ruined now? Do I need to lint roll it? I mean, I do seem like a man who has a lint roller, but I don't actually have a lint roller. Is that what I need to do? If anyone has any kind of expert advice about corduroy treatment, boo the trousers. People want me to strip still in the comments. Thank you, Kieran. I suppose it's quite flattering, actually. Thank you. Bruce is our 4-legged boy, an 11-year-old rescue pooch. Can you play some Springsteen for him? I'll tell you what, PJ, I will look up some Springsteen chords during our next act, and our big finale will be a Bruce Springsteen song for Bruce the rescue pooch. That's got quite a ring to it, Bruce the rescue pooch. We spotted the chords, comfy. Thank you, Vicky. Massive thanks from Zoe for your song. She loves it. Oh, thank you, Zoe. And thank you, Vernon, as well. Thank you for tuning in. As the Rec Room says there in the comments, thank you to everyone who bought tickets and joined us tonight. Loving the chords. Thank you, PJ. Razor. Rebecca, why are you asking about razor? Oh, a razor. Will that sort the lint? Is that an issue? Is it? This is the opposite of a stretch cheese. You're listening, dressing up as the evening goes. Yes, that's a good point. You'll come back on and I'll have like 5 layers on. And people prefer sellotape. Is that what sellotape? Oh, so two sellotape and 1 razor to get rid of the kind of lint on the corduroys. Rocking the chords. Thank you, Tanya. Top hat and bow tie next. I'll tell you what, Vicky. I'll see what I can do. Join us after the final act, and you'll see if I'm wearing a bow tie and top hat. Lint roller, professional's choice. Nice, Toby. Noted. Thank you for all your corduroy advice. It's much appreciated. It's just one of those fabrics, isn't it? You either get like cat hairs or girlfriend hairs stuck on it. Very rarely both, is it? It's normally one or the other. As I say, I don't have a girlfriend. I'm kind of in a... slowly getting dressed over the course of the evening. You'll be ready for a night out at the end of this. Oh wait, yes, good point, David. I wish I was ready for a night out. Go out rocking. I'm very much not a clubbing person. I think I just gave it away there by using the word rocking and doing that dance move. We're rocking in the clubs tonight. No, I did go clubbing to the chapel once, and I knew it wasn't for me because I was dancing next to a group of lads, and I overheard one of them say, "They say that ketamine is just for horses, but so's having a massive dick." And I was like, oh, you are not my people. This is not my scene. Again, a few comments from Linda. Jack and Linda. There's punctuation there. That's my bad. Sorry, Linda. Jack and Linda, recently discovered the Rec Rooms and so glad we can support you. Until we're the other side of this nightmare. Thank you, Linda. Really appreciate it. So yes, thank you for joining us. As I was saying about girlfriends, I've never had a girlfriend properly. I was trying to think of the word, a gay man. That's the one. It's weird though in Salisbury because most of my options are out of my age range, shall we say. Qualify for a Sun Life Parker pen, shall we say. Like I've downloaded Grindr. Round Salisbury, Grindr here is just an advert for a gay saga holiday, basically. Men over 65 who have presumably taken up homosexuality in their spare time. That's the kind of vibe of gay dating around here. This is true. I don't know why. I'm feeling I feel very open with you. I'm sharing a lot of information I probably shouldn't be sharing. But I did once have a man on Grindr offer me £300 for sleeping the night with him. 100% true story. Offered me £300. I counted 400, and he blocked me. So that's just true. You're learning far too much about me this evening. A lot of people want me naked. Some people want me to shave my hair. It's some sort of strange challenge show. It's almost turned into. And good company, my friend Gaze over here too. Thank you, Jack. Yes, lovely stuff. Are you in Horsham though? That's not that I'm suggesting anything. I'm not suggesting whatever. What do you think? 15. Just say yes. Yes, 9:15. I don't know what that means. I'm getting information via WhatsApp and I'm not exactly following it. There's lots going on. Hiya, I'm Zoe, my birthday. I've worked out to be able to comment now. Hello Zoe, happy birthday again. Get yourself to Brighton. Tanya, that's a comment. Now, that's a good point, but I worry there's too much competition. I've got a bit of a niche here, I've cornered the market. If I can find another guy my age, bosh, I'm in. He's got no other options, right? PG Order, surely Salisbury must have some historic cottages. Not going to comment on that. Can you say hello to Freddie White? He shared your link for me to join. He's watching too. Hello, Freddie. That's from Sarah. Sarah says, hello, Freddie. I had a little too much vodka to work out, but I've cracked it now. Good. We are talking earlier whether people are drinking. Zoe, you're on the vodka. Had some Pinot Grigio as well earlier in the comments. As I said, I've not drunk at all really in this period. I had 1 glass of port one evening, but otherwise I'm kind of it's completely sober, despite how it seems. I know. This is just the general degeneration of my mind and mental health. That's what this is. Oh dear. It's weird. It's a very weird time. I don't really know whether I'm dealing with it. I think I am. I'm enjoying this. Let's not make this into a live stream therapy session. Although there may be a market for that. People are looking for entertainment nowadays. What was I talking about? Oh yes, so gay dating in Salisbury. I did go on one date, and again, this is just, I don't have any material about this. I'm just kind of telling you true facts about myself. a bit odd. So I went on one date. We were chatting on Tinder, and I told him that I didn't like seafood. Now this was just in a conversation. He said he didn't like seafood. I agreed because like, oh, I don't like seafood either. We're so alike. Oh, please love me. That was the vibe I was going for. And then we went to Zizi's, recently reopened after the Russian business, and I accidentally ordered a seafood cannelloni. So my lie was not. I made such a big point about hating seafood as well to agree with him. Absolute idiot. Cheryl, vodka here too. Lovely stuff, Cheryl. Is port the Salisbury Jägermeister? Yes, I suppose. It's kind of like a cultured sort of Red Bull and what is Jaeger? Red Bull and Jaeger. I say, port is the Salisbury Jägermeister. That's a good comment. I don't actually know your name. This is the person earlier who their username is Nazis Say This, which has been changed by their 10-year-old, and they don't know how to change it back. What is your actual name, Nazis Say This? It'd be nice to actually properly communicate with you. Port's very sweet. You don't really realise how much you're drinking. But yeah, I'm not a great drinker. I'm not a great partier. I like a good house party, as long as I'm not put in charge of the music. Like, I have had a lot of issues with house parties where someone's like, oh, you do the music, Andrew. And I have 2 playlists on my phone. One's called Socially Acceptable, which is 6 songs long, only 6 songs, and one entitled Musicals, because some stereotypes have to be true, and that is 206 songs long. So, don't trust me with this, right? I'm having a great time. I'm rocking out to My Fair Lady. Oh, wouldn't it be lovely, lovely? But it's clearly the dance floor. So, yeah, I shouldn't be trusted with house party music. But yeah, I just say I'm not a great drinker. It's Adolf. No, I doubt Nazis say this name is Adolf. Thank you very much for the song. Appreciated it. 28 today. Having a night out but in. Yes, it's like Mickey Flanagan's, going in. I don't know. 28 today. Oh, you don't look a day over 25, Zoe. You don't have a profile picture, but I'm sure you're having a wonderful evening. Lots of drinks emojis going on there, so it must be a pretty heavy evening. Chessie, that's Nazi Say This, real name is Chessie. Hello, Chessie. My husband wrote that. Chessie Lang. Oh my goodness, there must be partners with different accounts. Somebody says Chessie. Oh no, you're saying lol Chessie, because Chessie said it's very confusing. Let's not get into it. Only vodka. I'm on Shiraz, Prosecco and 1664, plus enjoying the rec rooms. Lovely, Vernon. You're multitasking with lots of drinks there. Tell me what you like and I'll buy you a drink. Thank you, Jack. I don't know how it will work out, but I appreciate the offer. I'd probably have what would I have? I think I'd have a Guinness, actually. I am a Guinness man. If I can request one, go for an Eagles Hotel California. Can you buy us all a drink? I'll have a beer. Yeah, so Jack is inadvertently offered to get all the drinks in there, so you will be buying everyone a beer, Jack. So I've got a request for Hotel California. Earlier we had a request for Bruce Springsteen. I mean, I'll look up which chords are easier, and then for the big finale, we'll do a piano of either Bruce Springsteen or Hotel California. I imagine it will be Hotel California, so you've got that to look forward to. Next up, we have our wonderful headliner, the fantastic Nathan Caton. You may have seen Nathan on TV, Live at the Apollo, Mock the Week, all those kind of big comedy TV shows. So pretty high profile, and here he is on your live stream, on this live stream. You're watching him live, basically. So he's coming up in a minute. Nazis Say This, play something in German. Very funny. Actually, German will be quite easy. I can probably do some umpire chords very easily, actually. Summer is 69. Everyone's kind of requesting music now. This has turned into a different... Although I suppose, yeah, why not? We'll have a big musical finale. Born in the USA, Summer is 69, Hotel California. One of those will see us out this wonderful evening. So he said, yes, do it. But everyone's interacting with each other on YouTube, but I don't know who they're interacting with, so I can't mention my name at the bar. Jack, very funny, Jack. Cheering, thank you, PJ. Tomorrow belongs to me. Everyone's requesting music now, but thank you for all your requests. We do have a comedian up next. That's what this is, live comedy. So yeah, the wonderful Nathan Caton. He's been all over the TVs, and now here he is, YouTube direct into your living room. I hope you're enjoying this strange, exclusive experience. I'm going to hand over to the wonderful Nathan Caton.
Oh, snap. Okay, so I'm on. Hello, Comedy Rec Rooms. How you guys doing? I'll be honest. This is I've had more straightforward gigs. This is weird, you know, kind of just talking down a lens while performing. I feel like I'm on Babe Station, just with more clothes on. For now. And what's funny about it is, I can imagine there's some men chuckling at that, and then there's some women going, "How do you know about Babe Station? Why is that so funny, huh?" But anyway, hope you guys are all well. Surviving these absolutely surreal times. It's so crazy what's going on, man. And the world's gone into lockdown. You know, we have to stay indoors, can barely go out and get 5 to 7 for taking a good walk, you know. Got me queuing outside Tesco's like I'm going into a fucking nightclub. Mate, like at one point I kind of half expected that once I got in, there'd be a group of women barefoot dancing around their shoes and handbags and just every little helps. Go on, Karen, you slag. Woo! It's crazy, you know. The whole world's meltdown, you know, in this country, you know, which people are freaking out and panicking and stuff, you know. No close contact, got to be 2 meters away, you know. It's how weird it is. A few weeks ago, I saw 2 old white ladies, instead of handshaking, they fist bumped each other. It was like the weirdest yet most beautiful gentrification I've ever seen in my life. Like, all that was missing was a "Wagwan, Ethel." Yes, yes, Margaret. It's crazy, right? How things have just changed completely. Our lives have changed, right? I remember once, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was on the tube. I live in London, right? And the tube was kind of packed. Well, not overly, but it was kind of packed. And a woman sneezed, right? And mate, the fucking tension on that tube carriage, you could feel everyone is kind of clenched up, you know, trying to move away. There was a Muslim guy with a beard and a rucksack. Even he was like, "Fuck that, nah, I'm off. I'm going to the next carriage. Nah. You think I'm suspicious? That's suspicious right there, right? See it, say it, sorted, right there." It's crazy, right? I mean, gosh, who would have thought eating a bat would be such a bad idea, huh? Mate, unless your name is Bruce Wayne, stay the fuck away from bats, you bellend. Oh, man, this is so crazy, right? But, you know, this whole lockdown thing, it's giving me time to think, you know, time to reflect, and I've learned a few things, right? You know, one thing I've learned, you guys might have learned this as well, anyone like me learn that their house is not as fun and entertaining as they thought. Mate, my place is boring as fuck. Like, before this whole outbreak, I was a homebody. I used to love being at home. I was staying all day, every day if I could. Now I'm like, get me the fuck out of this place. Turns out my house is not fun. Just a building where I eat, sleep and shit. That's it, okay? It's boring. Like, just the other day, I caught myself climbing into my wardrobe looking for Narnia. That's how fucking bored I was. Another thing I've learned, right? Another thing I've learned from the whole coronavirus outbreak, I've learned just how many bellends we have in this country. I mean, proper fucktards. You know the bellends I'm talking about, like the panic buying, the bulk buying bellends, buying 200 toilet rolls in one go. Like, mate, seriously, how many arseholes do you have? I mean, clearly I can see you're full of shit, but how many physical assholes do you have? Why do you need so much toilet roll, right? You know what I have to do? I'll have to find these people, find out where they live, go to their house, and then take a massive shit on their front doorstep. And then when they go, "What are you doing?" I'll be like, "Well, you got the toilet roll, you clean it up," right? Dickhead, you know? Buying toilet roll, you know, soap, like you know how to wash your hands before, you know, buying pasta, yeah, from Italy, the one country that's raped by coronavirus at the moment. Are you fucking stupid? Idiots, man, absolute idiots. What are you doing, you know? Now, also, the people who are still going out, you know, like, stay at home. What do you not understand about the word to stay at home? Stay your backside in your house. I saw a story recently about a guy who got caught going out to the barbers. For what? You're staying at home. Who are you trying to impress? Your reflection? That's like me trying to chat with my right hand to have a wank. What's the point? Right? No, I think they should do. Anytime I find someone who's out and about when they shouldn't be, I think they should repossess their home and give it to the homeless. Right? If you're only going to stay in your house, or find someone else who will. You can stay on the streets, hope you die of coronavirus out here. Right? That's idiots. Absolute bellends, man. That's getting all by bellends, you know? Another place actually, where you can find a lot of bellends, social media. Now that I'm at home, I've been on social media a lot. Man, there's a lot of dickheads out there, you know? Every time I'm on social media nowadays, I feel like I'm on a night bus going home, you know, just surrounded by dickheads, but you just got to do what you got to do, man. Just proper bellends out there. And when you're a comedian like me, it's worse. Because naturally, you attract dickheads. You know, you attract these idiots who don't understand sarcasm, don't realise that you're taking the piss, right? They take everything at face value. Oh, what did he mean by that? That's not the truth. Yeah, I know. I'm a comedian, all right? I have creative license to lie, you know? Like even like tonight, this set, some of the things you'll hear me say, lies. Yeah, I'm not even black, just makeup. That's how much I lie, right? But idiots, I remember probably like this time, no, October of last year, I got into an argument with one guy because he couldn't take a joke. I'm a big sports fan, and I put out a little tweet. Right? It was the same night that the clocks were going back. Yes, end of October. The tweet was, as I said, about football. I tweeted, "Hey guys, remember to put your clocks back 1 hour. Man United fans, remember to put your clocks back 10 years." Just a joke. Didn't mean nothing by it. Just taking a piss, having a laugh. Turns out though, Man United fans, fucking sensitive. Mate, this one Bellend United fan just tweets me back, angry. And I knew he was angry because the tweet was all in caps. He goes, "Yeah, well, I bet your mum wishes she could turn the clock back 27 years and tell your dad to pull out." Fucking hell. Mate, can you believe that? Like, he thinks I'm 27. Like. I retweeted him, and I really did. You know? Hashtag flattered. Hashtag black don't crack. Yeah, proper bellends on social media, man. Idiots. Can't stand these guys, man. I get into lots of arguments on social media. Lots of arguments. I got into an argument for the Extinction Rebellion, you know, the climate change protesters. Yeah, I got into an argument with them. The thing is, though, like, the weird thing is, the Extinction Rebellion, I agree with them. I just don't like them, right? Like, I understand climate change is an issue. I get that. I support it, but I support it in a very British way. And what I mean by that is, I'm all for the cause until it becomes a personal inconvenience to my life. Then you can fuck off. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, save the planet, but get the fuck out of the street. I want to get home. You know what I mean? You know, it's like, I get the cause. I just don't understand their methods. You know, do you remember last year when they were doing all the protests and stuff? Like, there was a guy, he climbed on top of a tube train in East London, right, to protest. And in the end, the people that started dragging him down, started, like, you know, beating the shit out of him. Good. They should have fucked him up and chucked him in the gap. The prick. What's he doing? Delaying Londoners on their way to a job they already hate? Fuck you. Right? There was a protest on Westminster Bridge end of last year. They occupied all of Westminster Bridge. Right? And the thing is, they weren't even like protesting. They would have sat on the bridge, like singing church hymns and doing yoga. Like, mate, what is that going to do? Like, how is that going to help? If anything, you're making climate change worse. Right? Think about it. If you block off the entire bridge, that means all the vehicles have to be diverted, take the long way around, hence using up more petrol. It's like, I mean, righteous, yes, but thick as fuck. Like, I'll be honest, right? I saw those guys on Westminster Bridge, and all I could think was, where's the terrorist when they need him? You know what I mean? Just pow, 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 pow. Take them all out, let's go home, you know? Yeah, and to really piss them off, make the car diesel as well. Right? Just annoying. I don't. I get the cause, just not the method. Okay, I've got other things to worry about. I saw an article recently said climate change is a bigger threat to our society than gun and knife crime. Like, no, it's not. Okay, listen. Like, okay, say like if I'm out late at night, you know, after this outbreak is over, you know, I'm out late after a gig, walking home down a dark street by myself. I'm not exactly scared of global warming, am I? You know, I mean, I've heard of knife attacks. I haven't heard of CO2 attacks. I haven't heard of a young gang member going up to a rival gang member like, "Hey, yo, blood!" No, that doesn't happen. Like, man, these guys getting arrested as well. Again, stupid, man. What are you doing? You know, like, who's going to jail for climate change? Who's going to jail for global warming? You know what I mean? You know, like if you can't handle greenhouse gases being trapped in the atmosphere, how are you gonna handle being trapped in a jail cell with real fucking criminals? You know what I mean? Like, what are you in for? GBH. What about you? CO2 actually. Like, no, come on. Anything that's gonna be warming up is your arsehole when you bend over, mate. Come on. And that's not me being homophobic, by the way. I should point out. Okay, I'm a big fan of the LGBTQs. Big fan of equality in general. You know, as a black person, I'm always on the lookout about racism and stuff, man. Like I said, I'm a big sports fan. You know, I love my football. No football at the moment, but when football was on, it was very interesting times. There was a lot of like various like racist incidents that were going on. You know, like don't know if you guys remember, end of last year, the England team, they were playing a game in Bulgaria. It was a Euro qualifier, and there was an incident where every time the black players for England were touching the ball, there were Bulgaria fans and making like monkey chants and like doing the Nazi salute. Now, I'll be honest, I saw it and I wasn't totally surprised. Right? I wasn't. I mean, one, the media, they were warning us what to expect, you know, before the game kicked off, right? They told us about, you know, how volatile it is in Bulgaria. But then also, I've been to some parts of Eastern Europe before and I've experienced their bans / fucking racism. Last year I was in Romania doing some gigs because doing this job, you know, you get to travel, not at the moment, but normally, you know, normal times you get to travel a lot, you know, go different places. I was offered the chance to go to Romania to do some shows, and I thought, yeah, I'll go, because, you know, I've never been there before. I love to travel, you know, and also I thought it'd be kind of funny, you know, British guy going over there, taking their jobs, hey, right, you know, it's kind of funny, So I went, and on the way there, I experienced probably the most blatant, brutal, in-your-face racism I've experienced in many years, right? I'm on a plane, okay? We're about to land in Bucharest, right? Approaching a destination. As we're about to land, there's a Romanian guy, a local guy, sat behind me. He hadn't spoken to me for the entire journey, but all of a sudden, he taps me on the shoulder. He goes, hey, Mike Tyson, which I should have known from that what was going to follow wasn't going to be complimentary, okay? He goes, Mike Tyson, this plane, not going to Romania. It's going to take you back to Africa. What the fuck? I mean, okay, firstly, two things. First, he said back to Africa, okay? Back to Africa, implying that I've been there before. I'm from Middlesex, okay? The closest that I've been to Africa is watching The Lion King in 3D. Secondly, Mike Tyson. How in the fuck? Like, what kind of, like, backward dated reference is that? He sees the big black guy and assumes I'm Mike Tyson. So, I bit him in his ear. And then I raped him. Mike Tyson. No, I didn't. That's cold. But my point is, I wasn't surprised by the incident in Bulgaria with the England team. Stupid. No, and then after it happened with the England team in Bulgaria, this local radio station near where I live, they asked me to come on their show to talk about the game, you know, because they wanted a black perspective, because, you know, whenever something racist happens, they always want someone black to talk about it. So they asked me to come on, and I was like, I mean, I can come on, but, you know, I'm not a footballer. I'm a comedian, you know. I went in Bulgaria playing the game, you know. I'm not part of the England team. I was at home, tucked up in bed, watching the match, and the radio people, they were like, well, how did you feel? Warm, you know, I was cozy. I had hot chocolate. I was chilling, man. It was all good, man. But I went on anyway, and they asked me all these questions about the racism and stuff, and then they asked me this one question, and they said, Nathan, if you were a professional footballer and you were subjected to racial abuse, would you stay on the pitch or do you walk off in protest? I was like, that's a very unfair question to ask me, you know. To go from the mindset of being a stand-up comedian to a professional footballer, I mean, I know what I'm like. I'm a selfish guy. I know for a fact, if I was a professional footballer earning what professional footballers earn nowadays, I'd be so fucking happy with my income. I think I could handle some racism, right? I know that sounds bad, but I could, you know. So, in fact, I'd probably need some racism just to keep me grounded. You know, you black bastard, rich black bastard. Thank you. Hey, yeah. But I don't know. Racism in football, I just don't get that. I don't, because I just think, you know what? Like, sure, it's football. You know, like if you're a football fan, you'll know that the only thing that should matter is your team winning, and everything else is like just irrelevant. It's like no race, sexuality, all that religion, all this. It's irrelevant. You know, I just don't get it. Like I remember a few years ago, they did a survey amongst some football fans. They found out that 82% of football fans would be comfortable with a gay player, and I was like, all right, that's cool. You know, 82%. That's the majority. That's cool. I'll take that. But in the back of my mind, I couldn't help but think, what about the other 18%? Like, who are these dickheads? Who are these bellends who maybe have an issue with a gay player? Why would you have an issue? What do you honestly think a gay player is going to do? You know, like score a goal and then for a celebration start sucking off one of his teammates? No. Although I would pay to watch that because that sounds fucking funny. You know, just for the reaction on the other guy's face. Like, hey, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? Relax. We got oranges at half time. Wait. So what? Relax, man. So if a player's gay, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. As long as they're helping your team win, that's what matters, right? You know, like, no, I'll be honest, right? If a football player scored a goal for the team I support in the last minute of the last game of the season that got my team promoted, I'd fuck him. I would. Call me gay, I'd be gay and promoted. I don't give a shit. I'd fuck him. I'd fuck him while looking at my girlfriend at the same time. Like, babes, look, we are going up. Say, we are going up. I do. I really do. Just chill out, man. What the homophobia? I don't get it. You know, I'm a straight man myself, but I just feel like, you know, you should be past, you know, that stage of homophobia. It's like, come on, man. Like, you guys know the politician Anne Widdecombe of the Brexit Party. Well, last year she was quoted as saying, "One day, science will."
The wonderful Nathan Caton. There we go. If you want to follow Nathan, you can go to @NathanCaton on Twitter. Maybe the same on Instagram. I'm not entirely sure. Sorry again if I've cut him off. You know, these timings are very hard to kind of nail down. As requested, a bow tie and a top hat to kind of close off the session. Yes, there's. That's very fun. I was going to comment that in the comments, all of a sudden Katie Price has showed up, going on about Freddie, and then somebody's created an account and named it Peter Andre and is now commenting back to Katie. So that's beautiful happenings in the Facebook comments. What are the Facebook comments? Zoe was asking if it's real Katie Price. I'm afraid I don't think it is, Zoe. I do apologise. I don't know who Freddie is as well. She keeps requesting Freddie, but I don't know who that is. I don't know if you guys can see me. There's still quite a delay. Tessa McCaffrey said, can say hello to Chris. So hello, Chris, if you're watching. That's from Tessa. She said hello. Thank you for sending her the link. Ali said, if your music is as good as your dress taste, don't bother. So I won't be doing any music. I'm not appearing on this stream yet, so I'm not sure if I'm actually on. I'll give it a pause 1 second. Sorry about the pause. I don't know if Nathan's finished or I'm trying to cut over him. I tell you what, I'll come back on if not, but for now I'm going to end this stream and I'll rejoin in case I'm interrupted.
We've been agender, okay? I just find it weird how we can just like disregard something as obvious as gender that easily. It's like, you know, I mean, if you're genuinely gender neutral, that's cool. But if you're not, it's like you're making it sound like being a gender is a crime. It's not a crime. Relax, chill out. You know, we can just disregard gender. Like, I wish we could disregard other things that easily. You know, like for example, let's say I'm driving in my car. I'm driving in my car after this outbreak is done. I'm driving, and then all of a sudden I get pulled over by the police. Right, police officer comes up to my window, and I'm like, officer, listen, just FYI, before you say anything, just to let you know, I'm not black, right? I know I might look black. I know it might be painfully obvious that I'm black, but I don't identify as a black person. I'm race neutral. Yeah, I'm non-pigmentation. And the officer's like, well, sir, you went through a red light. Well, obviously, I don't see colour, I see human cells. You want to say that? What's going to happen? Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's my thing. The whole gender neutral stuff. It's like, if you're gender neutral, cool. But if you're not, just chill out. It's okay to be male or female. Just relax, man. I don't know. I think about a lot of this stuff, man. You know, like another thing I think about a lot is like, let's say about racism. It's kind of similar, but like white privilege, right? Now, I know there might be some white people going, oh shit, here we go. No, hear me out, okay? I have no issue with white people when I say that. Because I know, like, whenever you talk about, like, white privilege or, like, systemic racism, like, every now and again you get just a tiny minority of white people who take it as a personal attack on them, you know, I can't help that I'm white. It's like, mate, relax, there's nothing wrong with you being white, that's not the issue, okay? The issue is the system which has been flawed historically, right? Well, I can't change my skin colour. Mate, you don't have to change your skin colour, right? No one's asking you to do a Michael Jackson, just chill the fuck out, okay? I had one white person say to me, right, I was talking about white privilege and, like, you know, systemic racism, and this one white person said to me, maybe, right, if you blacks worked just as hard as us white people, you'd have the same opportunities that we've had too. It's like, fuck off, like, where have you been at in the last ever years, right? That's such an ignorant thing to say, you know, if you work just as hard, you can have the same opportunities. That's like me watching the men's Olympic 100-meter final. On the starting lineup, there's 7 black guys and 1 white guy. And I'm looking at the white guy like, well, if he tries just as hard, he's got a chance of getting the gold medal too. No, I'm going to be realistic, right? I'm looking at the white guy like, well, we know who's coming 8th, right? I'm going to be realistic. Oh, man. I think about a lot of that stuff, man. You know, race, you know, religion as well. I think about religion a lot. The reason why I think about religion a lot is because I'm in an interfaith relationship, right? I know how taboo that stuff is, man. You know, I'm a Christian, right? Although when I say I'm Christian, like, I believe in God, but I don't go to church because I've got Sky Sports. You know what I mean? I'm one of those Christians. Like, I'm not missing Super Sunday, mate. Fuck off. Nah. And my girlfriend's Hindu. Alright, my girlfriend's Hindu. Yeah, she's Indian. Yep. That's right, I'm black, my girlfriend's Indian, so straight away I know what you're thinking, and the answer is no, her dad doesn't know, right? It's a joke, by the way. I have met her family, okay? All 750,000 members. Yeah, I'm in an interfaith relationship, me and my girlfriend. We live together now too. Yeah, she moved in with me about 4 or 5 months ago now, because she was dropping hints. You know, but basically I got my own place about 3 years ago. I moved out my mum's house because I was 32. Fuck off, don't judge me. Yeah, so I got my place, and then in the last year, my girlfriend, she was dropping little hints. You know, little hints that women make when they want something. Just little subtle ones, you know, like, fucking come on! Right? So I was like, yeah, cool, man. All right, fine, you can move in. Right? And then we now live together, and yeah, fuck my life. No, I mean, I love her. I do. I really do. But it's hard. You know? Cohabiting. It's hard. It's hard. It's a mental adjustment for me. That's what it is. Because, you know, I moved out my mum's, and I was happy to move out my mum's, living by myself. I was in paradise. Had my own space. I could do what I want. There was no one around to question or comment or judge. I could do whatever I want, when I want. All right? And I got used to it. And then my girlfriend's around. It's different, you know? She's there all the time. You know, just doing stuff. Like, talking. Yeah. But all the time. All talking. Like, it's relentless. It's like, fucking, what's there to talk about now, man? Just chill out. Like, just, oxygen is free. Just take a breath. Relax. Enjoy it. She just goes on. Like, always, man. And it's always at the most inconvenient times, you know? Like it always used to be like, when I was watching sports, she'd always, like, see me sitting there in silence and think that was my cry for a chat, like I was bored. I'm not bored. If I'm silent, it's because I'm watching TV. I'm not bored. I don't need to talk. And I said to her, babe, why do you always like wait till I'm watching sports to talk? Why do you always do that? You know, when I'm watching sports, that's my time. I don't want to talk to anyone, okay? Just leave me alone. And she's like, well, babes, you're always watching sports. Take the fucking hint then. Oh, gosh, like, you know what? I'll be honest with you guys, Beckrams. Half of the sports I watch, I don't even like. I just watch it, so I've got an excuse for peace and quiet. But now I can't do nothing now because there's no sports on, so I have to listen. Shit. Oh my gosh, yeah, just getting used to my girlfriend, having her around all the time, getting used to her ways, like one thing I'm getting used to is my girlfriend. She uses a snooze alarm, right? Yeah, like when she wakes up early in the morning, she snoozes. I don't get it. Like, I know there's probably a lot of you use a snooze alarm. I just want to say you guys are fucking scum. Okay, what is the point of a snooze alarm? I don't get it. Like, how is 10 minutes of intermittent sleep going to add anything to 7 hours? What are you trying to do? Tease your brain and go, I'm awake, I'm awake. Just get up, you lazy prick. My girlfriend does that. She snoozes. Like, babes, and what's annoying is that, like before this outbreak, I used to gig all the time, getting late, getting about midnight, go to sleep 1, 2 in the morning, and then get woken up at 6 by my girlfriend's snooze alarm going off. Like, it's like, oh gosh, babes, just get up, you lazy prick. What are you doing? And my girlfriend would always say, well, babes, I can't just get up. Okay, I can't do that because then I'd be cranky. I can't be cranky. Do you have any idea what it feels like to be cranky in the morning? I'm getting a good fucking idea. Trust me. It's just, oh my gosh, it does my head in. Every morning, 6 a.m. I'd get woken up, right? But what I say woken up, I mean, I'm kind of half awake anyway, because like it's kind of hard to get a proper night's sleep when you've only got like 1/8 of a king size bed to operate in. Yeah, because my girlfriend, she's got the rest of the bed because she needs it. She needs it. She needs it. Yeah, all 5'1" of her, fucking midget. Like she just sleep in a pillowcase, right? But for some reason she needs the entire bed for her and her 200 fucking pillows and cushions. Because since she moved in, there's so many like cushions and stuff on my bed now. Like it's how bad it is, right? One morning I woke up, I was feeling a bit randy. You know, I was in the mood, feeling a bit horny. The morning wood, right? I reached over, thought I was caressing her boob, yeah, and then she walked into the fucking room. I was like, what the well, it's a good thing you turned up, isn't it? I was gonna start fingering your pillow. Fuck me. Oh. But yeah, it's getting used to stuff, man. Getting used to how messy my girlfriend is as well. She's a very messy person. I'm very neat. I'm very like OCD. Everything's got its place. Like you can look, but just don't touch. But my girlfriend though, just messy. Like she leaves clothes everywhere. Like, and then she'll drop clothes on the floor and then just casually walk past it, like it's fucking camouflage into the carpet. Like, babes, I know you can see that, okay? I know you can, alright? But just pick shit up. Like this is how bad it is. When we first started dating, a turn on for me would have been my girlfriend ripping off her clothes, showing her sexy naked body. And I look at her and go, babes, you are gorgeous, man. Whereas now, a turn on for me would be if my girlfriend ripped off her clothes and neatly put it on the side. Oh, I'll be like, yeah, girl, put it on the side. Oh, fold it, you naughty bitch. Fold it. Oh, no creases. Mate, just messy. Anyway, Rec Rooms. I hope you've enjoyed this. It's been strange not being able to tell if you're laughing or not. If you've been offended by anything I've said, I don't give a fuck. I can't hear you, so tough. No, it's just jokes. I'm just a comedian, just jokes. Relax, okay? Just trying to bring you guys some comedy in this surreal time. If you like my stuff, I'm on social media. Instagram is at nathan.caton, Caton. Twitter is at Nathan Caton. YouTube channel is Caton N, all together. So Caton. Yeah, I'm now gonna go and probably fucking tidy up. You guys been lovely. I've been Nathan Caton. Thank you. Take care. Good night. Peace.
Hello, that was the wonderful Nathan Caton. Hopefully I've not cut him off. I don't know, he overran a bit because he was enjoying himself. I hope you enjoyed it too. Got lots of lovely positive comments. PJ and Zoe and Kieran and Jodie have all enjoyed Nathan. You can go follow Nathan on Twitter at Nathan Caton. But thank you, Nathan. All the fantastic job. As promised, I've got dressed up for you. Got the old top hat and the bow tie just for you guys. A kind of special little treat. One of my favourite bits of that, I mean, I absolutely loved Nathan's set, but halfway through, somebody created an account called Katie Price, and then started pretending to be Katie Price, and then somebody created a Peter Andre account, which is beautiful. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you, PJ. Thank you so much for everyone watching. Thank you, and happy birthday, Zoe. I hope you had a lovely birthday. I'm afraid we've run out of time really for the piano, but hopefully something like this will happen again. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. I will leave you all into the night. Lots of love. I've been Andrew White. If you want to look me up, Andrew White Comedy on Facebook, at Stand Up Andrew on Twitter and Instagram and all that. But for now, lots of love. I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.